is
You
he?
call that a copy? You've completely ruined the parchment with your scribbling.
What's up guys, my name is ESO and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are continuing onwards with the quest A Needle in a Haystack. I think this is one of the most interesting quests so far in the game actually. Well, not interesting because it's so repetitive and boring. You play as a monk and that is inherently boring. But it's interesting because the game developers weren't afraid of putting you in this situation where you've got to roleplay as a monk. Or actually, you don't actually have to do it. There are other ways of finishing this quest. But it's just really interesting that they weren't afraid of making it seem like you had to do this really boring roleplay of being a monk. And I like that. I think that's really clever. So let's continue from where we left off and live our first day as a monk. This is an hour-long video and we experience one day in the life of a monk who attempts to fulfill his duties. So I need to go and report to Neverless, who is apparently underneath me on the map. Okay, right, let's run over there pretty swiftly because we slept in and we've already missed most of our chores. You're neglecting your daily schedule, so we've got to watch out for these monk guys that might turn us in. Let's quickly run to where we should be. Okay, here we are. Hello, Brother Neverless. So this is the guy who's also running for abbots, the younger guy though.
I'm Gregor, a novice.
I know. I saw you at the ceremony. My name is Neverless, and I'm the provost here. I'm in charge of the monastery's property, as well as handling trade with the outside world.
That means you get to leave the monastery?
No, not at all. I just write lists and send them out.
Can I somehow help you get elected? Ah, so we can help him or John. It's up to us, really.
Is there any way I could help you get elected? Somehow tip the scales in your favor?
What would you like to do? Climb up the tower and shout, "Vote for Neverless, vote for Neverless"?
Not exactly. You do have an opponent, John.
John isn't my opponent, he's my brother. Just like you and everyone else here. We're all brothers in Christ. But there is something you could help me with. You must know there's a great deal of iniquity here in the monastery. I'd be interested to hear of anything I don't know about.
So you want me to find out what's going on?
Should I find out for you what's going on around here?
Let me make this clear. I want to base my candidacy on putting things in order. But if I don't know exactly what's wrong, then my promises are just empty slogans.
Very good then. I'll find out what I can.
Thank you, brother.
I guess we can tell him about the monks drinking now. I've discovered something about... I don't want to do that yet, though. What do you want me to find out?
What do you want me to find out?
I'd be interested to hear about any iniquity in the monastery. I need to prepare myself for what I'll be facing.
Right, okay. Can I help with anything?
Is there anything I could help with?
You know, there is. Perhaps you've heard that Abbot Peter is gravely ill. I'm interested in medicine, and I know there's a cure for the abbot's ailment. With your help, I could find out the details, and together you and I could give old Peter a few more years to do good. What do you say?
Can we poison him? Yeah, you can count on my help.
You can count on my help. What do you need me to do?
In order to get the recipe for this medicament, a few rules will need to be broken. Now, you know, most of the brothers believe every illness is a message from God, and that it's not our place to deny his will. I, however, think if God sent us not just illnesses, but also the medicine to cure them, then it's our duty to relieve people of their suffering. The cure for Abbot Peter's illness could be contained in one of the books in our library, but it will certainly be amongst the Libri Prohibiti, the forbidden books.
The forbidden books.
Those we aren't permitted to read.
The forbidden section from Harry Potter. Why are they forbidden?
Why are they forbidden?
Because they contain occult and demonic practices, witchcraft and all manner of evil. Or so some people claim. It's nonsense, of course. This is nothing but a book of medicine, albeit one written by a pagan. Ibn Sina, also known as Avicenna, is universally acknowledged to be a wise man. But here, at some point, someone decided his book is the work of a Saracen devil and must be kept under lock and key.
Lol.
Since then, no one can even talk about the book. But the three wise men were from the east, were they not?
Hey, he's quite a forward-looking person, this man. Why can't you do it yourself? Okay, where can I find it?
Where can I find it?
In the library, there's a large cabinet with a lock on it. The forbidden books are inside. You'll easily recognize what you're looking for. The cover has not only a Latin inscription, but also Saracen letters. Bring it to me, but leave the other books there.
Ooh.
No one will notice if one book disappears, but if more were to vanish, someone would certainly begin to look into it, which is exactly what we don't want.
I'm going to read all the books here. All the devil worshippers. Okay, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
One more important thing. There's always someone in the library during the day. To pass unwatched, you'll need to go at night. It's locked, but I'm sure you'll manage to get in. They say Brother Solarius understands locks, but don't tell him why you need it. Once you have the book, bring it to me, and I'll then use it to make Peter's medicine. We'll soon have the election of the abbot over and done with.
Though it's a good cause, we do have some dirt on Neverless now. But it's kind of like he's trying to extend Peter's life, so it's not even a bad thing. I'm here for daily duties.
I'm here to work.
Excellent. I've been waiting for you. There's the alchemist's laboratory. You'll find ingredients in the chests next to it. Concoct 2 buck's blood potions. Once you finish them, you'll find me somewhere nearby. Don't forget to let me know when you're done so I can check them.
Okay, let's make some potions. I actually don't mind leveling up my alchemy, so... Where on earth is it? Okay, it's in here. There's a cabinet, I guess. We can also make some poisons here, if he's given us access to this whole stash. Wow, okay. Oh, we can poison everyone's food. That's going to be hilarious. I wonder if that's actually possible to do. What's this book? Oh, just Charles V. Okay. Page torn from book. What's this? Bandages. What's that little sack? Can't pick that up. Okay, right. Let's make some buck bloods. What is it for anyway? Buck's blood potion. Here we go. So you'll need oil, a handful of St. John's wort, 1 comfrey and 1 of the dandelions. Grind St. John's wort, drop St. John's wort and comfrey into the cauldron and boil for 1 turn. So first let's get our ingredients ready. We need St. John's wort, 1 dandelion, 1 comfrey. Okay. Okay, and I also need this one. The triangle. Ugh, that looks fucking dirty. What is that? Right. So now I need to grind the St. John's wort. So let's get one of these. And where do I grind it? Probably in the dish. No, in the mortar. Okay, put that in there. Oh, this is so cool, man. Use the pestle. I've not really done much alchemy yet, and I love it. I love the system. You know, I think if they make a second game, like, judging by this one's success so far, I think they very well might do. So now it's like powdered. Cool. Okay. What do I do? Put it in the cauldron? Yeah, I think so. And now I need to add a comfrey as well. Or was it a dandelion? And comfrey. Okay, so let's put that in. I was going to say, if they make another game, I'm sure they'll do this for the smithing system as well. Like, they want it to be really advanced sort of thing. Which was their initial plan, I think, in the Kickstarter campaign. Cauldron and boil for 1 turn. Okay. So let's bring that up to the boil now. And then I will... Okay, now it's boiling. And then I'll turn the sand glass over for 1 turn. Oh, keep it boiling. Keep that boiling. Right, now we'll let it cool down. It does say let it cool, doesn't it? Yeah, leave it to cool. Add the dandelions, but don't boil. Yes, I think that's probably... I'll wait until the fire goes out, because then I know it's like definitely cool. Right, there we go. Now it's cool. Let's add the dandelions in. And then we can pour the potion, and we should have a Buckblood's potion. File. Easy. I think we have to make 2 of these as well, which is kind of annoying. This will complete the potion. Yeah, I know. Ooh, putrid liquid, whatever that is. You've brewed a Buckblood's potion. Concourt 2 Buckblood's potions. You know what else I want to do is I want to make a savior schnapp. So let's quickly make one of those. So I can actually save the bloody game. That would be nice. So 1 nettle and 2 belladonna. Oh, we don't have any belladonna. Oh my god, they specifically not giving me that, so I can't do it. That's annoying. Oh, okay. Right, let's go and talk to my man. Okay, here's the potions.
I've finished my work.
Show me what you've made. Spectacular, Gregor. You've found your talent. Soon enough, you'll be teaching the other novices.
GG, bro. Easy. I'm an alchemy master, you get me? Right. What do I need to do now? Because I've done my work here, haven't I? So, still the Forbidden Book at night. I got to talk to this guy about the,
Why such haste?
I'm not allowed to be here, though. This is really annoying. Oh, you're not in your schedule. Well, I don't have any more work to do for Nebulous, so... I want to go and speak to this guy about the lockpicks right now. Hello.
Where were you during Mass? Don't tell me you didn't know that Holy Mass is the foundation on which your life here is built.
Ah, apologise.
I had other affairs that needed to be attended to immediately. It will never happen again.
Really? This time I'll look the other way. But next time you won't get out of being punished.
I'm Gregor and I'm new here.
I know. I saw you in the church during ceremony. I have the feeling we'll be meeting again soon, and often. You see, I'm the circator.
What does that mean?
I make sure everyone observes the rule, does their work, and that everything's the way it should be.
When it's not the way it should be?
Then we're authorized to mete out punishment. But certainly you won't require correction, will you, brother?
I want to inform you about... Oh, no, we don't want to... Oh, did the citator interrupt me then? Because I wanted to talk to this guy. Why can't I not talk to him? Let me talk to you, brother Solarius. There we go. He interrupted me. That's so annoying. I'm looking for something that isn't easy to find around here.
I'm looking for something a little, unorthodox.
And what would that be exactly?
I need to get a weapon. I need some wine, lockpicks. Lockpicks.
I'm looking for lockpicks.
Lockpicks? And what would you like those for?
I'd like to practice opening locks. I've got 16 speech, he only has 10. Or I can be aggressive, he only has 4. I'm going to go for the speech option. We don't want to be angry at this guy.
I'd like to practice opening locks, just for the fun of it.
Well, why not? So you heard I used to be a burglar, did you? I put it all behind me as soon as I took the vows. But I do have a few lockpicks left. I'll trade them for food. Get me a bite to eat, and you can have your lockpicks. Can't say fairer than that, can I?
There's 16 gold. Oh, I've already got food because I stole it. Awesome. How much food do I need to steal for him? I can't even afford a single lockpick. I've literally got to steal him like the kitchen supplies worth of food to buy a single lockpick. Are you kidding me? What the hell's happening now? You're neglecting your daily schedule, okay?
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working somewhere? Idle hands are the devil's workshop.
Deny it?
I definitely was there. I did come a little late, so perhaps no one noticed me.
Really? I'll pretend nothing happened. But this is the last time, brother.
It's always the last time. And dialogue. God, I can't talk to anyone without him having a go at me for being out of my duty. What is my quest anyway? Let's go and get this wine casket. That's what I want to do. I don't really care about the other guys, so that's where we're going to get to. Not really explored the whole monastery yet, have I? Very hard lock. Jesus, I really need some lockpicks. If I just had like one lockpick, I could get through every lock. My lockpicking skill is so high. I don't care if I'm not following my daily schedules. Who are you? Ah. Are we talking about other stuff, like how to get a weapon, for example? Let's trade. We can trade with them now. I need the keys to the monastery. So we can knock them out and take the keys. There's no one in this room.
Brother, I've a favor to ask. And I think you're the man to help me with it. Or you used to be, before you came here.
I see. So it's the dodgy sort of favor, is it?
Well, yes. I need to get hold of the keys to the monastery.
That won't be easy, I can tell you that straight off. The prior always keeps the keys close by him. So how exactly do you imagine I could help?
Could you take the keys off him? How could I get them? Let's ask him this.
Could you take the keys off him?
Rob the prior? You've got to be joking.
You wouldn't be doing it for free?
Then what could you possibly pay me? I'm done with my thieving, and you'd have to offer me a whole lot of groschen to change my mind.
How much would you want?
200.
A princely sum, brother. This is no trifling matter.
That much? Where am I supposed to find that much coin? No one here has any money.
Precisely. But no groschen, no theft. And think twice before you ask me that kind of favor again.
Brother...
I see.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so let's say, how can I get them?
How could I get hold of them?
With great difficulty. Unless you want to rob the prior.
I could do that. Is there any other way to get out?
Is there any other way to get out of here?
The door out of the monastery is like any other. Only the lock's more complicated than most. But I can sell you some lockpicks. And with a little training, you'll make short work of it.
Okay.
There's something else on my mind.
Brother, remember the vows you made. We're forbidden to leave the monastery. It's not for me to sit in judgment, but think hard about what you're doing.
Cup of care. Suppose you tell me something about your past.
You have some interesting skills for a monk. Don't suppose you want to tell me how you picked them up?
What's there to tell? We were all young and foolish once. I was a student in Prague, completely broke, living from hand to mouth and studying all day. It wasn't an easy life.
So you turned to stealing?
I set about securing a livelihood as best I could. A goose, some new shoes, a bit of coin to spend with my friends. Without that little bit extra, I'd never have completed my studies. I would have turned into a beggar. And who else do you know that can say he's serving God thanks to having been a thief?
No one, brother. Thank you for telling me your story.
Okay. Do you know what this torn page is? Oh yeah, the torn page I picked up.
I found this piece of parchment. It looks like it's been ripped out of a book.
The words mean nothing to me. Ask in the library.
Scattered pages. Okay, there's a new quest there. And we can ask him how to get a weapon.
I need to get hold of some kind of weapon.
Well, I can't help you with that. And besides, what use would a weapon be in here?
I need to get some wine.
I need to get some wine.
You're not the only one. But I have to keep records of all the casks, and the prior checks on them. He'd notice any loss straight away. Just like our food, everything's rationed. So I'm sorry, but I'll have to disappoint you, brother.
Okay, nothing really.
No, nothing.
Right, let's go and get this wine then. I don't know if I need to lockpick my way out or what. Very hard lock, Jesus. Let's go and steal some food. Cheese is quite valuable. Oh, I also found a torch. Nice. I knew I should have stolen all this food earlier. That is, of course, a very hard lock as well. Easy lock. And a trout. That's worth quite a lot of money, actually. Okay, let's go back to the guy, and everything is locked. It's so annoying. Not having lockpicks is like the worst thing. Right, let's quickly run back to him and go and get these lockpicks. I should have enough to sell them now. And I'm just going to go around and unlock everything. Where's he gone? Nah. Where did he run off to? Every monk here looks the same. Is that him? No.
Peace be with you, brother.
Okay, cool story. I wonder where the other novices are as well. Very hard lock. Great. Ah, here he is.
Praise be to Christ, brother.
Okay, trade. Sell. Sell him all this food. I'm only getting 5 gold from him. How on earth am I going to buy a lockpick? I'm going to have to steal even more food. Okay, starting from nothing. Give me 10 gold. He's only got 10 gold.
That's too much.
It's going to take us ages to get a lockpick. 8.7 gold. Great, I'm going to have to go steal some more bloody food. At least he doesn't give a crap if it's stolen. Wow, you guys are all picking flowers. Let's talk to the novices.
Greetings, brother. I'm Gregor, and I'm new here.
Greetings to you, brother. I'm Yodok, the oldest of the novices. I hope you'll like it here in the monastery and that you won't get into trouble.
Trouble?
You're young, perhaps intemperate. You might easily stray from the rules of the order. I suggest you get to know the older monks. You never know when it might come in handy.
What do you think of the other novices?
I'm interested in the other novices.
Antonius is the only other guy I met.
Do you know anything about Antonius?
Only that he came to the monastery voluntarily, because he didn't want to work in his father's shop. Antonius is alright. You can rely on him. He won't betray your confidence. He's always happy to help, which is more than can be said for the other brothers.
Right, okay. I'm interested in something else.
Brother, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working somewhere? Idle hands are the devil's workshop.
Aren't we friends?
Come now, brother. Aren't we friends?
Couldn't you just turn a blind eye this one time? From me?
Fine then. This time I will forgive you, but next time you'll be punished just like everyone else.
Everyone's... Okay, I need to go to the library apparently, but I wanted to talk to the bloody novices here. This guy's so annoying.
What would you like?
Okay, I'm looking for a criminal in the monastery. Oh, I don't want to tell him that. I hear you're to bring the Citator's wine. The wine.
I was talking last night with the brother Cicators. It seems you're to fetch them a cask of wine. Like last time.
Yes. It's true.
I don't like it. I want to help you.
I'd like to help you.
Would you really do it? To get hold of the wine, we'll have to leave the monastery for a bit. I know it's forbidden, but we've no other option. If wine started going missing here, someone would notice. But to leave the monastery, we need the keys. And only the prior has those.
So we do need to get
Wait a moment. Are you saying I'm supposed to steal the prior's keys so I can go and steal wine somewhere else?
Well, you see why I don't want to do it myself now, do you? I don't have what it takes. I can't get those keys, but you could. Or you might be able to pick the locks.
I can do that.
But you've done it once before, haven't you?
Last time the prior was sick, and he left the monastery keys in the Circator's care. So they unlocked the gates for me. This time we'll have to steal the keys.
Oh god, okay. How can I get hold of the keys? He might give me some advice, or you might want the keys later.
How can I get hold of the keys, do you think?
I don't know, but it might be possible to do this without them. Brother Celerius,
Yeah, we
think
know
you want to
about
take
him.
part in theft?
No, but you could give some advice, or maybe get some lockpicks to open the gate.
If you think so, I can try.
Once you have the key or some lockpicks, come and see me and we'll make our plan.
Okay, so I need to get lockpicks. Tell me something about yourself.
Can you tell me something about yourself?
I would if there was anything noteworthy to say. But I'm just the ordinary son of a landowner, now a monk. There's nothing in my past, present, or future that anyone could find interesting.
Why did you join the monastery?
Because it was better than living in poverty. As the youngest son, I'm not entitled to inherit my father's estate, but he was kind enough to sell off some cattle and send me here. And you know what? I'm glad to be here. It's better than mucking out manure.
Fair enough. So let's go to the librarian and talk to him before we get caught by the side tasters again. I think I'm actually going to get punished last time because I noticed the speech option wasn't there. That isn't the library. I recall the library was upstairs. Let's go up there. Oh no, this is the bedroom. Who are you?
In a rush to pray?
In a rush to pray. Good one. Oh, there's a balcony.
You're right. It stunk like a wine barrel in there, and it's not the first time.
It's a mystery, but one that'll be soon solved. It's a wonder the prior doesn't check everyone's breath in the morning, then he'd soon get his man.
Ah, so they know about the smelly alcohol down there.
In a rush to pray?
In a rush to pray.
In a rush to pray? Where's this bloody library? That's the citator I want to avoid. Oh, there's another staircase. Okay, great. Found it. This is the library. Okay, let's go and chat to Brother Librarian. Monk. Oh, another page torn from a book. Let's pick this up. I wonder if I can actually read these. Let's have a look. Quest item, page torn from book. A page torn from a book. Great. Let's talk to the librarian. He might know about this one.
Praise be to Christ, brother.
I'm here for daily duties.
I'm here to work.
See what you got to do first.
Good. This is most likely the first time you've ever done this in your life. But it's easier than you think. Just a bit of practice and learning Latin. Here's the original, and here are the blank parchments on which you'll copy what you read in the original. Is that clear? Then you may begin, and try not to make a mess of it.
Okay, sit at the stable and start copying. That sounds so boring. You know,
what do you desire?
Some people actually said in the comments to me that this is a really boring part of the game and like it's, you know, not very good and they didn't enjoy it and stuff. I thought that was really interesting because when I was talking to the developers, they mentioned about you being a monk and they said it's really boring. All you do is pray, eat and sleep, like, and do some work. They wanted it to be boring because that's what being a monk is like. So they didn't want it to be interesting or exciting. It's intentionally really, really boring. Could I learn something about the other novices in the library? And I love that they weren't afraid to do that.
Is it possible to learn something about the other novices in the library?
Only the abbot and the prior keep such records.
And can I see them?
No. The abbot writes and keeps his records in his chambers, and only he and the prior are permitted to read them.
Ah, now we know where we can find out about what novice. So in the prior's chambers, is that what we said? Could I see the book on medicine? Let's ask about the forbidden books.
I've heard there are some forbidden books locked up in the library.
That's correct. They're here, safely hidden away from anyone who might be tempted to read them.
Okay, could I look at them? Could a book be forbidden by mistake?
Could a book be prohibited by mistake? Maybe a good book or a useful one?
No errors are made. Every book on the prohibited list is there for a reason. Who am I to doubt the wisdom of Mother Church?
Well, how does a book become forbidden?
How does a book get on the forbidden list?
Forbidden works are full of heresy and blasphemy and witchcraft. If you ask me, we should burn them immediately, not archive them.
Okay, can I look at them? No.
What if I just wanted to take a peek? Could I?
You could not. They are libri prohibiti, and the only people permitted access to them are the abbot and I. Although I see no reason why he or I would ever want to read them.
Right, okay. Oh, we can persuade him. And I have more persuasion skill than he does, so this is actually going to work.
Not even if I were to beg? Or promise a favor in return?
If you could prove to me that you truly like books, then maybe.
I don't need to hear anything else.
What does that mean exactly? Can I see this book then?
I've heard about Avicenna's Book of Medicine. Could I see it?
Who told you about that? Of course you can't.
Okay, now we can ask about the torn pages. This is the only interesting thing, really.
I found this piece of parchment. It looks like it's been ripped out of a book. Do you know what it is?
It appears to be a page torn out of Ovid.
Ovid? What is that? Is it the name of a book?
Not what, but who. Ovid was a great Roman poet. We have a few volumes by him in the library, but one of them vanished one day. Now I believe I can guess what happened. Brother Eustace, may the earth rest lightly on him, was quite narrow-minded when it came to classical literature. If a book had any mention of woman at all, he condemned it as a heretical work. If he'd had his way, all such books would have been burned. Ovid's The Art of Love must have been such a thorn in his side that he stole it from the library, tore it up, and hid the pages wherever he could.
Wow, okay. Do you want me to put the book back together? This is actually a quest. Okay.
Oh, would you like me to put the book back together again?
Absolutely. Eustace's wits weren't the sharpest, so I'm sure he didn't destroy any of the pages. I imagine he hid them throughout the monastery. It might take you a while to find them all, but when you do, you can rest assured Ovid will return to his rightful place in the library.
So it can be ripped up again, I guess. I'll look around for it.
Good. I'll look around for it.
Thank you, brother. It's of no great importance, but if you can find all 10 pages, I'll be most grateful.
Where should I look?
Where should I look?
If I knew, I wouldn't have asked you to do it. The pages of the book could be hidden anywhere. From the garden to the refectory.
Tell me something about the book.
Can you tell me something about the book?
The Art of Love is a sort of manual instructing young people how to find and maintain love. It's a lovely work. I don't understand what bothered Eustace so much about it, but as I was saying, he considered the book to be immoral and tore it up to stop it corrupting any of his brothers.
Okay. I found a few pages.
I found a few pages of the torn-up book, but I still don't have them all.
Wonderful. Keep looking then. I'm sure you can find the rest.
This guy really wants this torn-up love-making book, doesn't he? Right, I'm going to be copying some stuff, right? So, how do I do that? Over here is my quest marker. Open. Maybe I can sell cobwebs. They're worth gold. Ah, start transcribing, right. What the bloody hell? Really? Oh, God. Is the red part the part I'm copying? Is that an S or an L? I think it's this one. Oh my God. You know, some people actually have commented below saying they can read Latin, but I seem to be copying the first sentence of each page. That was rapid. I have no idea if that's right. I don't really know what I was meant to be copying, to be honest. It's just the first sentence kind of looked similar to that, so I was like, yeah, okay, cool. That works. Who lets me write a book? I'm writing! Done? Jesus, that's going to be some scruffy ass book. Submit your work to the librarian. He's going to be so cringed. He's not going to give me the key to this forbidden section, is he?
You call that a copy? You've completely ruined the parchment with your scribbling.
Lol. He's so pissed. What's funny is that you can't actually leave the library until it tells you to go to your next area. So I've got to like sneak around now and make sure I don't get seen by any of the citators. I'd like to talk to the novices though. One of the citators is in there. Some people are getting food. Interesting. Most of the novices were in the garden last time I checked. Oh, one sec. Maybe I can go to the... I want to sneak past them and get to the kitchen, because then I can take more food. Here's another novice. Lucas. This was the guy who was like really shy,
I'm Gregor,
think.
a novice. I saw you at the ceremony.
I know. It was hard not to notice you.
And you are?
Lucas, also a novice. Don't
Lucas the
get
giant.
upset, but I don't want to talk to you. I'm happiest alone.
Tell me more about the other novices, who he doesn't talk to, I assume.
I'd like to know something about the other novices.
I don't know much, but ask away.
Jodok?
Do you know anything about Yodok?
Or Yodok?
I don't. He doesn't like me, and he's on very friendly terms with the Circators. That's about it.
I'll ask about someone else.
Do you know anything about Yodok?
Oh, one sec. Wait.
You really don't know anything about anyone? Well, thanks anyway.
Don't get upset. I'm sorry I can't tell you more. I just haven't felt like getting to know anyone yet.
I'd like to know...
I don't...
How about Antonius?
Tell me about Antonius.
I'd like to, but there's nothing to tell. I've never spoken to him. I've never asked about him.
Okay. Tell me something about you.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's nothing I can tell you.
I mean, where you're from, what sort of life you had before, that sort of thing.
I'm a novice, and my monastic name is Lucas. Nothing else matters.
Sounds really fishy, doesn't he? Why don't you tell me anything?
Come on. Is there really nothing at all you can tell me?
I could, but I don't want to. I'm sorry. I want to stay focused on work and prayer, not on who I once was. I never will be again. What has been isn't important for us. We cast the past aside when we walked through the monastery gates and took our oath. Never forget that.
Oh, don't point your finger at me. Tell me something about... No, okay. Tell me about the search for... pies. No. Who would you elect to be abbot?
If you could.
But I can't vote, so what's the point of worry? Ask Antonius. He often talks about it, and I'm sure he has an opinion.
Okay. This guy's so boring. He's... Seems to be very... Oh, one sec. Maybe I can find the right things I need to brew a poison. I don't know. They're not going to stop like a nightshade or anything, though, are they? So I've spoken to Jodok. Siskin I have not spoken to.
My name's Gregor, a novice.
You can call me Siskin. Now, are you here of your own free will, or is this a punishment? Although, it's not important. Welcome to Purgatory.
Did you say purgatory?
You'll see soon enough. Soon enough.
Okay. Will you tell me something about yourself?
Will you tell me something about yourself?
Look, nothing against you, but I prefer not to talk about my past.
Are you hiding something? Speech? Oh.
Are you hiding something? Why are you so reluctant to tell me anything about yourself?
I'm hiding a lousy past that I'd rather forget. I hate to think of all I lost when they stuck me in here. And also because I really hate the question, aren't you the son of the famed Sir Smil Flashka Pardubic? I was rich and I had everything. But then my father began to feel his time approaching, so he decided to send a son to the monastery. And, being the youngest, the lot fell on me. I've no head for managing the estate, and they said I'd squander it. Can you imagine? Me, in a monastery. So I took what coin I could from home with me, so I didn't lose out completely.
So, you needn't have come here if you didn't want to.
But you didn't have to come here if you didn't want to.
No, not if I didn't mind being left to beg alms by the city gate. I had one choice. the monastery or nothing. If it had come to that after my father's death, so be it. But to get rid of me while he's still alive...
You must have figured out that you robbed them.
They must have realized you robbed them.
I donated some of the silver to the monastery when I came in, just to piss them off. I can just see my my siblings, arguing with the abbot to give it back.
And you stashed away the remainder?
Indeed so.
What will you do next?
What's your plan with this treasure?
To get out of here as soon as I can. I'll wait another year or two until my hot-headed brothers cool off a bit, and then I'll take the silver and run off somewhere, far, far away from here.
Okay, that's all.
That's all I wanted to know.
Please, keep it to yourself. Especially the part about the coin.
I'll do what I will with it. So there could be some coin buried that we can actually find. I'm still curious about this stash. Maybe we could even get the 200 groschen. Actually, if I had 200 groschen, I don't need to pay the guys to get the keys to the monastery. I can just buy 20 lockpicks and I'm done. That'll be easy.
I'm still curious about this treasure trove of yours.
It's no big terrible secret. Really, it isn't. I just go and read during services. There's no time otherwise. I mean, at other times I don't get to read what I like. And I keep it under the slab so the others don't find it.
The slab? I'll tell the abbot! I'll leave you be. Actually, I don't care. What did we say this? I was so curious. I want to talk to him more first.
I'll leave you be. Don't worry, I won't follow you again.
Thank you. And please, Gregor, don't mention it to anyone.
Under a slab? So, that's really interesting. If during services we should stalk this guy and see where he keeps this stash. Maybe it's the same place he keeps the books he reads.
I'll leave you be. Don't worry, I won't follow you again.
Thank you. And please, Gregor, don't mention it to anyone.
How is it you get no penance for missing mass?
How is it that you don't get any penance for missing morning prayers?
I've paid off the circators to turn a blind eye. And the other monks don't notice as long as you show your face there from time to time. No one's too awake at that time of the morning.
Okay, right. So what do you think about the other novices?
I'd be interested to hear what you think about the other novices.
Antonius?
Tell me about Antonius.
Well, if there was a monk I'd recommend as a friend, with of course the exception of myself, it would be Antonius. He has a calm soul, he's easy to talk to, and you can always rely on him.
Sounds like a really nice guy. How about Yodok?
I'm interested in Yodok.
What could interest you about him? He's a no-good rat. He'll turn you in for the price of a turnip. I'd bet my life that if he wasn't here, he'd be a cumin scout, bowing and scraping for a few groschen.
That doesn't sound too flattering.
It wasn't meant to. No matter what you do here, watch out for him. He's got his eye on everyone, and he'll rat on you for even the slightest of infractions.
You know, though that does sound suspicious, like he might be the bandit Pius we're looking for, why would he want to stay low and not get noticed by anyone? So Yodok, fishy, but, you know, Lucas seemed a bit more odd to me.
What can you tell me about Lucas?
It's a tricky situation with Lucas. No one really knows anything about him. I've tried so many times to talk to him, but he always backs away like a virgin on a wedding night.
Lol, that's all, thanks.
That's all, thanks.
Right. Do you know what the Brother Citatus get up to at night?
In the middle of the night, I saw the Brother Circators drinking and playing dice.
How marvelous. Did you join in? More importantly, can I join in next time?
Siskin? I thought it wasn't allowed.
If the Circators can, we all can.
That's not how it works, though, is it?
I know. A double standard. The elder brothers can do as they please, but they're the ones preaching about morality to us.
It's funny that. I'm interested about telling him for my search for Pius, but I'm not going to do it yet. Right, so we're getting a bit more of an idea about the different novices. I don't actually know where I'm meant to be right now, so I should probably check before going any further. It is 2 o'clock. Let's have a little look in our book. Where should I be at this time? Everyday labours. I have to work for 4 hours in the library. Are you kidding? Oh, that's so boring. I guess I could just stand in the library and wait a few more hours. Right, so let's wait in the library until 4 PM. And then we will go to the prayer.
Brother.
Ah.
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working?
You're right, brother.
This is your first warning. Don't do it again.
Really? I was here all along. Right, go to the church for prayer and mass.
What's
okay.
your
Get out of my way, man. Get out of my way. Gotta go to prayer before I get caught again. I'm literally starving because no one bloody feeds me around here. Out of my way, monk.
Why such haste?
I need to pray. Oh, it's Prior. The Prior. Let's talk to him. I haven't seen him yet, actually.
Can't you see we're at mass?
Okay. Cool story, bro.
Pay more attention, brother. This is not a good time for questions, brother.
Oh, sorry, bro.
I feel quite hungry.
Right, guys, we're going to do mass now. You ready? Ah, everybody pray. Let's go. I'll stand up here and we can do praying stuff. Yeah. Praying.
Could do with a bite to eat.
I'm going to stand here. It's funny when you talk to people at mass.
This is not a good time for questions, brother.
How long do we do this for? Actually, everyone's at mass. I'm going to go rob the food cellar. Oh, people see me if I walk out. Oh no! Oh, for God's sake!
Brother?
What?
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working somewhere? Idle hands are the devil's workshop.
You're right, brother.
This is your second warning.
Really?
Do it again and you will be punished.
You're kidding. I literally stepped out of the bloody room. This guy runs over and he's like, "You will starve to death and praise the Lord." Okay, let's wait until... Was it 6 PM or something? Yeah, I think it was. And then we can actually go and get food and not die. And I go and rob the kitchens around them. Eat with the others. Oh God, everyone's left. Quickly, get there before I get shot down by the citators or whatever their names are.
Accepts by his actions for those of harder hearts and ruder minds.
Okay, where's the food?
Peace be with you, brother.
And what he is called, and should
I
know
wanna sit
that
here.
to whom more is committed, from him more is required. Let him make no distinction of persons in the monastery. Let him not love one more than another, unless it be one whom he
Nom
loves
nom nom.
for good works.
Nom 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 nom.
And let him not shut his eyes.
Wow, how exciting. Yeah.
Bold.
Can't poison the food, which is annoying, because that'd be so funny if you could poison all the food. All of this food is mine. What is this monk going to do with all this food? Like trade one lockpick for a life supply of food? Can we talk to the other monks while we're eating?
What can you tell me about Siskin?
That there's no man alive less suitable for the monastic life than him.
You don't know young Lord Capon.
I've heard things. Siskin must have been like him. Fighting, drinking, fornicating. But then he ended up in here.
Okay. Why is he in the monastery?
Why is he in the monastery?
No one knows. Maybe he's hiding from something. Or maybe he's being punished.
Do you think he has a secret?
Don't we all? But unlike the others, he absolutely refuses to speak about his life before the monastery.
Thanks.
That's all I wanted to know about him. Thanks.
Jodok.
What about Yodok?
Be on good terms with him. If you show even the slightest hint you don't like him, he'll make your life hell. He's a slimy little pedant who'll rat you out to the superiors. Once he finishes his novitiate, I imagine he'll want to climb his way up the ladder to at least Sir Cater. He's a man who enjoys ordering others around.
Okay. What about Lucas?
I'm interested in Lucas.
No one knows much about him. He He doesn't talk to anyone. He works, eats, sleeps, then does it all again the next day. It's as if he wanted to get it all over with as soon as possible. By it, I mean his entire life.
In the night, I saw the brother cicadas drinking and playing dice.
And why aren't you spending your nights sleeping instead of creeping around spying on your brothers?
I only wanted to...
I know, brother, I know. But you need to understand that novices shouldn't be poking their noses into the affairs of elder brothers.
Even something inappropriate was going on.
Even if something inappropriate was going on?
Even then, I'm afraid. Who are you compared with them? Wait till you know what's what, and in the meantime keep your head down and do what you're told. Life in a monastery is much like life outside in many ways. The monastery walls don't keep out human pride and hatred.
Really? I thought monks were above that sort of human folly.
They became monks, Gregor, but that didn't stop them being men. Be on your guard as much as you ever were outside. Lies, jealousy, vengeance. They can hurt you here as much as anywhere.
Thanks for the advice. Although I don't know if I can follow it.
That's up to you, brother.
He seems very wise, doesn't he, Antonius?
Slow down.
Pay more attention,
brother.
Jesus Christ, man, what the hell? Okay, what time do I go to bed? Or can I eat and then just go to bed whenever I want? I don't want to walk out this door without getting shot down by one of the Psyche. Right, so 7 PM is free time. So I'm going to wait until 7, and then I'm allowed to do whatever I want before going to bed at 9. And then, guys, I'm going to get a good night rest. And what I'm going to do is in the morning before Mass at 3 AM or whatever bloody time it is, I'm going to follow the noble lord, or the guy who used to be a noble lord, and see where he goes. And then...
Peace be with you, brother.
We're going to see if we can find his stash of cash, or wherever he might keep it. I don't know if morning mass is before or after. Let's sit in this bed and just read and then go to sleep, because to be honest, I found out everything I needed to today by not following the rules. So at 3 AM, the start of the day, 4 AM is morning prayer, which I think he said he skips morning prayer. So everyone else is getting up for prayer. Siskin's up now. Okay, let's just turn my torch off and act like nothing's happening and just follow him along. See where he goes in the morning. Well, okay, Siskin didn't go downstairs like everyone else. Oh, and everyone else is praying. God, that acoustics is amazing. You're neglecting your daily schedule. Okay, so Siskus is going, shut the door as well. Sitting down, getting out a book. He's reading, like he said he did at Mass. He also mentioned a slab where he keeps his stuff. I don't understand. He's over here. He didn't go anywhere else, did he? One sec, I just want to look over this. Wow, man, that's amazing. This is a very easy lock. There's no like secret stash around here, is there? Apart from that easy lock case, but I don't have a lockpick. There's a chest here, an easy lock. Is this 200 groschen? I knew he would have 200 groschen so we can pay that guy. And an ornamented dagger. A dagger for ornamental purposes. Let's take that. Started quest worldly goods. Oh, okay. I like, there's not, like, we didn't even have a quest to go and search for his stuff. Like, the game kind of just hinted that it was there, but didn't say where it was or really much about it. And then you can just go and find it. Like, it doesn't, like, it doesn't hold your hand and say, okay, yeah, you can get a weapon over here underneath this hidden slab. Like, there's a whole backstory as to why it's there. Like, I love that. I love that. It's believable. That's good. That is clever. Okay. So you've got a dagger, so we can assassinate people. I could kill everyone in the monastery now. Find out who the secret stash belongs to. Objective started. But I don't really know it's this guy's secret stash. Siskins. I wonder what happens if
What do you desire, Brother Gregor?
talk to him about it. What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Are you spying on me? Well, dear Gregor, I don't like that at all.
Hold your horses. I was passing by and saw you here.
It's no big terrible secret. Really, it isn't. I just go and read during services. There's no time otherwise. I mean, at other times I don't get to read what I like. And I keep it under the slab so the others don't find it.
What book is it? There's a lot of money in the stash.
What kind of a book is it?
I found it here in the library. It was on a shelf where it should never have been. So I hid it to read later. It's the Necronomicon. Ghosts, demons, and invocations of powers beyond our world. Only it's written in a strange language that I can't really make sense of. All bara this and bara that. Who knows what it means? I tried to count the syllables, read the words backwards, but nothing. I'm not getting anywhere with it.
Oh, I'm not too sure what the prior or the cicada would say about a book like that. Actually, what anyone would say. It sounds quite prohibited.
Ah, prejudice. But you're right, it is prohibited. For no good reason, though. Has knowledge ever done anybody any harm?
Yep, definitely. It's not prohibited for nothing. You're right.
You're right. Knowledge should never be prohibited.
Oh, I'm glad you agree. Just take a look at the book. Maybe you'll be able to make some sense of it. I haven't grasped a single syllable. Just please don't tell anyone about the book. If the brothers learn that I took it from the library and hid it, I'll be in a lot of trouble. Our brothers' minds are closed to a thirst for knowledge.
There's a lot of money in that stash, bro.
There's a lot of coin in the stash. You have to admit it looks suspicious.
I admit it might look that way. But if I tell you what I'm hiding from everybody, I think you'll understand why. I hate to think of all I lost when they stuck me in here. And also because I really hate the question, aren't you the son of the... I was rich and I had everything. I've no head...
Yeah, we already heard his backstory. What about the dagger? Hey?
What about the dagger?
That's a memento of better times. Father gave me that when I was a little lad. And it's done right by me more than once, when I got drunk somewhere with the wrong sort of people.
Do you know how to fight?
And how? Boozing and brawling. God, how I miss that here.
Okay. I want some of the money to keep my silence. I've just taken it all, so I don't really care, but I'm going to go through these dialogues and see what he says.
I see. And if you give me a few coins for myself, I won't tell anyone else about it.
What? A man pours his heart out to you and you play Judas? How about this for an offer? Say a word about this to anyone and I'll wring your neck. Touch anything I've buried here and you'll get the same. Are we clear?
Fight me right now, mate. I'll fucking kill you.
What do you desire, brother?
Let's tell him about the search to Pius and see what he says.
There's something I should tell you. Something you won't be happy to hear. I'm here to find someone and, well, to do away with him. But listen, it's not murder. Not when it's a man like him. He's one of the brigands who burned down Neuhof. He doesn't deserve to live.
What's he doing here? And who are you?
They call him Pius because he used to be a priest. When he found out a lot of people were after him, he hid away here. And as you can see, escaped suspicion. They sent me here to find him and bring him to justice. He's one of the novices.
So we have one outlaw and one assassin in our midst. This place is a lot more exciting than I expected. Do you know who it is?
Well, that's just it.
It could be Jodok. Could be Antonius. Could be Lucas. Could be you. Now, we know it's not him, though, because we know his backstory. We persuaded him. His makes sense. He has, like, items to back it up and everything. I won't tell you anymore, and please don't repeat what I've said. Yeah, I don't know yet.
No, but I hope I'll track him down soon. If you find any clue that could lead me to him...
I swear I don't know anything. Except that I'm not the one you're looking for.
Could be Jodok.
I suspect it could be Yodok.
Do you know that occurred to me too? Yodok's a scoundrel and a cheat. I believe he'd be capable of anything.
Siskin thinks Yodok might be pious. Could be Antonius.
It could be Antonius?
Antonius? He's a fine fellow. No, it can't be him. Although, you never know what's hiding beneath a man's skin.
See how hard it is? It could be anyone, and at the same time, nobody in particular.
This is interesting. Okay, how about Lucas?
I suspect Lucas.
He certainly says little enough, and he keeps himself to himself. I could well believe he's hiding something, but not that he's a killer.
I agree with that perspective. I think Yodok, Antonius, if you're smart enough to come to a monastery and hide, you're probably smart enough to be a goody-good guy and not let anyone be suspicious of you.
I won't tell you more, and I'd like you to keep silent about this too.
You're talking about killing in the monastery. I really should report it.
But you won't do that, will you? He's actually got an aggression of 9, but my speech is better than his, and my aggression is better than his.
Would you do that? I have a feeling you wouldn't.
You're right. I'll keep it to myself. I've got problems enough of my own without involving myself in yours. And besides, I mean to be gone from here within a year, so why should I care what happens with the monastery?
Thank you, Siskin. I appreciate it.
Right, okay, guys. They're still praying down there. I need to get hold of lockpicks. Now I've got gold, and I've also got some... Why is there a random boot here? Which doesn't make sense to me. Where's the other boot?
Are you sure that belongs? Peace be with you, brother.
Right, let's go downstairs. I don't want to get caught. I'm already on 2 warnings. I don't really know what happens if they punish you. You just get kicked out or what. Right, so I guess we just wait here now until we can carry on. So 6 AM is common meal, so I can talk to him then and get these lockpicks. 6 AM, then we can get the wine. I want to finish the wine quest and then, you know, dig up some dirt on the abbots and whatever and just cause chaos and then leave. Just see what happens. Okay, so we're leaving now to go and get some food. The other thing I really... Oh!
What's your step, brother?
Brother?
Hello?
Stealing is a sin. You should know that as a Christian, and certainly as a monk. Even if I wanted to forgive you, I couldn't. Thou shalt not steal.
I accept my punishment. I'm not going anywhere. Damn it. That was from when I pickpocketed in the morning. I'm not going anywhere.
I've had enough of this. You'll never...
You dare resist punishment? Let me remind you, brother, you will suffer the consequences of your deeds.
I apologize. I shall serve my time in seclusion.
I apologize. I shall serve my time in solitary confinement.
I still need to look through your pockets to see if you have anything you shouldn't. You have a weapon here in the monastery. I don't care where you got it or why, but clearly your intentions are not honorable. You failed to complete your trial period as a novice. You are hereby banished.
No!
Be gone at once.
No! Oh my god. Take back your things. I just got fucking banished. Okay, right, let's reload the save from before we pickpocketed him. I want to do this properly. Damn, I just got banished. I didn't think about the weapon that I stole from the... Oh, man. That is funny. Holy crap, I didn't think that would happen. What? Jeez. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I'll be back with the next episode tomorrow where we find Pius and do something with him, but I'm not going to tell you what yet. We will find out soon enough though. Thank you for watching guys. I'll see you in the next video. Have a fantastic day and goodbye.